What is up, everybody? Brian here, and welcome back to the channel. Now, click on this video. That means you know we are doing a rebuild here on Madden. It's gonna be a nice little series on the channel. We're gonna ignore that I tried this earlier and then forgot about it. And also, that happened around the time because we drafted Kyren Lacy, and he actually kind of became a star on my team. And you know, now he's been arrested for vehicular manslaughter. I have no opinions whether he did or didn't. I just know that I didn't want that on my channel. I didn't want the association. And then I got busy doing other series, and now I want to come back to Madden. Also, just so you're all aware, I'm going to go here. I forgot to do the settings, so I'm going to do that quickly now while I yap. We will not be playing on Pro. We'll be playing on all Madden. I think I'm going to run 10-minute quarters, 8-minute quarters. We'll run 8-minute quarters. 20, yeah, all that stuff. The other thing I'm going to do, I forgot to do in the settings, is progressive fatigue fucking sucks. So, we are getting rid of that. Okay? Everything else is going to be, like, normal settings. You know. We take over a team that has, frankly, more questions than answers. Ignore the top needs for those. I have downloaded a draft class that has real prospects, realistic stuff. And I've obviously started in the AFC Championship. And basically starting in the Super Bowl. So, you know, not real scores, but the Browns have more questions than answers. What's going on with their quarterback, who it has a cap-held contract? We've got good salary cap, so we could sign some free agents, but we're in the middle of a rebuild. We went 3-14. Our top player on this team, Myles Garrett, he wants out. So, what are you going to do? Let's see how Madden thinks the Super Bowl is going to go. Also, fun fact, the Defensive Rookie of the Year, at least for the NFC, I'm not sure if he won it for the whole thing, went to my college, Jared Verse, and I don't go to Florida State. See, the cap, that looks a lot more realistic with the, you know, 16 million. Cut day. What the fuck? Sorry, long snapper. I can't afford to have you on this roster. You know. It's going to be getting some cap space back. I didn't even know Jeff Swain was still in the NFL, and he played for my Cowboys. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the mock drafts. They have Travis Hunter going first overall. I'm not sure how these ratings are going to go. This guy kind of randomized stuff. So that's interesting. Because almost every draft class I've seen has Travis Hunter at least an 80. So this is interesting stuff. I hope it's more realistic. They have us taking Michael Williams. I don't hate that pick. I'm going to be honest. Myles Garrett wants out. We're going to be looking to trade him. And, yeah. Got a lot of interesting things happening here. Obviously, Gene T's like my favorite prospect, and I hope he does not go to San Francisco. Takria Davis. Wow. So we're just looking at this mock draft for everyone. Emory Jones. We'll take a look. I do not believe Will Campbell will fall all the way to 20. That is shocking. So I don't think this guy has any opinions on players. Maybe he did. But I trust his judgment on some prospects, or not even really prospects, just on the draft class being somewhat realistic. So you got a quick little look at that. And now let's take a look at this team, right? The Browns are turning to brand new coach, Coach Cody Blue, to turn this team around. But let's just look after retirement, you know? So on the roster, Myles Garrett, our best player, he wants to be gone, he wants to win, and I don't blame him. So what do we got at quarterback? We've got Deshaun Watson and Jameis Winston. I don't want his contract. awful. He is not the future here, I don't think. Right? I mean, Bailey Zappi looked better this year than Watson did. And frankly, I don't really think the guy should be walking free. Anyway. Running back, we've got Nick Chubb. Also injured, but Nick Chubb starting to age, starting to show that age. I don't think we're going to go running back. Hopefully we can get some value out of Nick Chubb these next couple years. Fullback, sadly, I don't think they have one. Wideout, they traded for Jerry Jeudy this year, and he is the star of this team offensively. Behind him, you've got Elijah Moore, who I think he's a solid guy. It's a young room here, and I like that. Cedric Tillman kind of drops off after this guy. David Bell's hurt, so you've got James Proche. I'm not sure. Wide receiver might be something we take late in the draft. We'll take a look at it. And obviously, you've got David Njoku, just a playmaker. And Jordan Atkins is here. I mean, they've got... Why do they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Why do they have 7 tight ends? They had 8 because I cut one. What in the world is going on in Cleveland? Okay, anyway. Jedrick Wills Jr. did a whole bunch of commercials with Baker Mayfield, but he's hurt. And there's a lot of problems with Cleveland. Offensive line is something we're going to look to build up. Definitely the tackle position. It's gonna be a lot. And behind Myles Garrett, we've got Isaiah McGuire. So that is something. So we're definitely gonna be looking to draft defense, and I'm hoping to get a first-round pick, at least a first-round pick for Myles Garrett. So that'll be fun. Trading away our best player on this team. We'll get something great in return, though. I'm sure of it, honestly. Maurice Hurst, I can work with this defensive tackle room, honestly. There's so many holes elsewhere. Devin Bush is fine. Jordan Hicks, we need more middle linebackers. Drafting one will be a priority. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, I love. Just start, he'll be the captain. Or maybe Denzel Ward will be the captain if Friday exists. The corner room's actually probably the best position on this team. Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome was hurt, but they won't be hurt next season, right? Got the young Martin Emerson Jr., who I'm a big fan of IRL. You got Mike Ford, right? You've got a good room here. Free safety, Juan Thornhill, it's fine. Ronnie Hickman's there. D'Anthony Bell. And Grant Delpit, who I was high on coming out of the draft 5 years ago, but he's been good. He hasn't lived up to what I thought he would, but he's been good. Dustin Hopkins, the kicker, and the punter is Corey Bojorquez. I apologize. So obviously we have the second pick in the draft. Game thinks we're going to take Michael Williams. I might take Michael Williams' second pick in the draft. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to decide in this offseason. I don't care about the press conference, I'm going to be honest. I haven't really decided this offseason what I'm going to do at quarterback. I really don't want to rock with Deshaun Watson. We're going to be honest. Going to have to do some re-signing with a little cap room. Nick Chubb. So I guess we're not rocking with Nick Chubb. I could franchise tag him. I might. Okay, Jedrick Wills wants to stay. Sorry, Jelly Roll's playing in the background, and I've really been getting into Jelly Roll lately. Great. So what happened to the $80 million in cap space I had, game? Oh no, I'm not going to franchise him. Devin Bush. No one wants to play in Cleveland. I don't blame any of them. I don't think we're going to be able to re-sign anybody. I'm going to be honest. So remember that team I just showed you that was, not terrible? I mean, it is kind of terrible, but, yeah. So we're down to 9 million in cap space after everybody leaves. I don't think we're going to be able to sign anybody. I don't think anybody's going to want to come here. We can see. Tutu Atwell. Tier Tart. Yeah, no, sorry. I'm rocking with Jelly Roll right now. I apologize. I might get a little distracted by it. It's a hell of a song. I'm definitely going to start listening to this, man. I love it. I'm gonna offer Tutu. I hope he signs with us. He wants to. I like Tutu Atwell as you know, someone who watches a good amount of football. I like Tutu Atwell. I would like to reunite with Hunt. However, it's gonna leave us with no cap space, and I might as well just run with Jerome Ford. Honestly, we don't have the cap space to really sign anybody. So wait, let me go back into it so I can you know, evaluate offers, and hopefully Tutu signs. He did. Okay. He's young. He's fast. I think he'll replace Elijah Moore. So let's, you know, pains me to do this, but let's trade Myles Garrett. So he said he wants to go to a winner, so a team with a chance to win. But I need to get a good deal too, you know. Chiefs, I'm not trading him to the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Washington Commanders, Cowboys, he might. I'd love for him to go to Cowboys. I don't think it'll happen. I mean, this makes sense, doesn't it? They're in the Super Bowl, right? I would like more than just the 31st pick in the draft. Maybe a team that's preparing to win, like San Fran. Can't do it with the cap space. Giants definitely wouldn't. Detroit could be interesting, but they don't have the interest. No. Saints are not in a position to win right now. Texans could be interesting. Might get a decent draft pick from them. How come the Vikings aren't interested in Myles Garrett? Oh, the cap space. Let's see what the Texans are at. Nope. Bengals? What's their draft capital look like? Because that's what this is going to be for. I like it. The Bengals would want to make this trade, I think. And then I would love to see what they're working with. Maybe get us a player for the O-line. I don't think they would trade Amarius Mims IRL, I'm going to be honest. Right guard, maybe defensive lineman. They don't even have a left outside linebacker on the roster. I'm just looking at what they have. I might throw in Marius. Okay. For a first this year, their first and second this year, and their first next year, they get Myles Garrett. Sure. That's probably more than they were going to get, and that frees up some cap space. So let's take a look. Again, now that I can actually look, I'm going to sort by interest. I mean, Eric Kendricks would be interesting, but he's older. Hassan Reddick, actually. To replace... First, we'll Douglas sign somebody. Let's look at available. Sorry. Miles Sanders, interesting. Michael Holt. You know, I might sign Hassan Reddick to replace the whole Myles Garrett left. I like that. And then another one I was interested in was Austin Corbett. Just a little patch at center. Can't do it. Maybe a younger player. Gosh. Elijah Molden's interesting. Who's my starter again? Juan Thornhill. Team friendly? Would he sign this contract? Let's see. He did. So, Hassan Reddick did not sign with us. So that's why we have some cap space. So let's see who's available at right end. Who might want to come here? Nobody. Left end? Yeah, Sebastian Joseph Day or Marcus Davenport. Marcus Davenport's younger. I don't have any evaluations left, so we're going to go to next week and hopefully he signs. So what are we going to do with the extra cap space? That is a good question, my friends. So let's see what they think's happening. So I see our cap space dropped. So we definitely signed Sebastian Joseph Day. Or no, not Sebastian Joseph Day, the other one. I'm sorry. I apologize. But let's look at the news, the stories. Bobby Wagner at Cincinnati. The new one. Titan Colston Loveland ran through his athletic testing, then went home before he did his positional drills without comment. This is some combine news. Was excited to see Isaiah Bond, but his pro day didn't show me much to be excited about. Interesting. Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper signs with Detroit. Okay. Colorado shooter Sanders elects to skip the combine. Okay. Danny Stunson puts on a solid combine, and Luther Burden puzzles by showing up overweight. Wonderful. So now that we've traded with the Bengals, what's this mock draft look like? Still having us take Michael Williams, and we very well might. Has Cam Ward going to New York? I thought about Nick Scourton. Honestly, I did. Those power, but Michael Williams is just a much better player. Shadur going at 6 is interesting. I don't think that's going to happen. GT going at 9. Benjamin Morrison. But let's look. They have us taking Will Campbell if he falls, and I absolutely would take Will Campbell if he fell. Because I see there's a quarterback prospect I'm interested in who's not going in the first round. And that would be Ole Miss's Jackson Dart. I'm very interested in Jackson Dart. If it looks at quarterbacks, Cam Ward, Bill Rose at day 3, Quinn Ewers is 3 to 4. Maybe we should take a Cam Ward if he's there. That would jumpstart things. I mean, we can just look at their stats. We know exactly what they're going to be, right? Throw on the run, break sack, play action. I mean, his accuracies look great. But he's a projected day 3. Quinn Ewers is not projected, his actual talent. Do we wait a year on taking a quarterback? I don't know. Do we pass up Michael Williams for Cam Ward? I also do not know. What can we make? I don't think anybody's going to be willing to take Deshaun Watson's contract off of us. I don't think there's a team in the world that would take Deshaun Watson. Where is Deshaun Watson? Is he injured still? Is that why I can't trade him? He is still injured, isn't he? He is. So we're not going to have him at all next year either. Can I restructure his contract at all? I could. Next year. I don't know. I don't want him. I don't want him at all. This team is not shaping up to be great. I'm going to be honest. But this draft class is not, leaving much to be desired when it comes to quarterbacks. So, this guy apparently doesn't like those QBs. So, I do think Jalen Value is being overvalued because of his position. And we'll do some private workouts before the draft. Will we work out? I think Michael Williams. Right. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. So I have my again, shameless plug. I'm streaming everything on Twitch, so I have my little thing in the bottom left, so I can't actually see the button on the left. But I also, anyways, I'm not gonna yap about it. Shitter, back here, interesting. And then I'm interested in Luther Burden III, so we'll confirm all that. So, let's go to the NFL draft. And we will start the draft. So I am going to pause it and just... We saw this before. I'm going to pause it and just skip. So, the Tennessee Titans, with the first pick in the draft. Oh, I saw it. They take Travis Hunter out of Colorado. A lot of people surprised, a lot of people not surprised. Those boo birds are loud, so I guess Tennessee's not a fan. But, I mean, he's a generational prospect in most people's eyes. How can you pass up on that, right? Even though I know apparently they're putting their trust in Will Levis. So what are we going to do? Cam Ward is sitting here, right? He's an option. I'll just go positionally so you can see the stats. So, Cam Ward is a great option, right? I mean, nobody looks better as a QB prospect than this guy right now, right? Just nobody. Then you look at Will Campbell, who apparently is not the same talent in this as he would in IRL, but, I mean, look at these positional grades. I don't know how you can't. But it looks like we've got some great offensive linemen, so maybe we put it off for maybe Fernando Carmona or Ariante Ercere, right? Then Michael Williams. True talent. I mean, we just lost Myles Garrett. We did sign somebody to replace that hole, but it's hard to pass up a guy like Michael Williams. Especially when you have Deshaun Watson just sitting on your bench for all that money, but all that money to be a backup. It's hard to pass up on Michael Williams, but I've got to take Cam Ward. We need a quarterback. 41 in true value, drafted him at 2, B-. I don't care. He's hidden dev. These are great. I don't care what the game says. All of this is amazing. So the New York Giants were hoping Cam Ward would fall because all the boards said Cleveland trading Myles Garrett, they're going to draft Michael Williams, but they didn't. And that's a story. So who is New York going to take? And New York says Cleveland made a mistake, and they draft Michael Williams. Interesting to see who the hell are they going to rock at quarterback. That's interesting to me. Will Campbell goes off the board to New England. The offensive lineman was projected to fall, and there's a reason Cleveland passed on him for Cam Ward, as they didn't think he was a first-round talent. Jacksonville takes James Pierce Jr., the edge rusher from Tennessee. I'm not surprised with that one. They need to rebuild up that defense. And the Raiders take the second quarterback off the board. No surprise there. They like Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur likes them. Good for him. The Jets, who are they taking? I don't care to see Roger Goodell. Abdul Carter. That's the guy from Penn State, right? Yeah, it's a great pick for them. The Panthers should go defense here, right? I'm not looking. They should go to defense as the team that gave up the most points in the draft. Not draft, in the league. Jesus Christ. And they do. They take the corner from Michigan, Will Johnson. That's a great pick for them. I think they should do something like that in real life if he falls, which he might because of the strength of this draft class. And the New Orleans Saints have a lot of holes, a lot of issues, and I'm wondering what they're going to do here. And the New Orleans Saints take Ashton Jeanty. God, I hope that doesn't happen in IRL. I want him on the Cowboys. Anyway, Jeanty goes to the Saints, running back from Boise State, Heisman candidate. And after him, the Bears take Nick Scourton. I'm not mad at that. I think that he would benefit Chicago's defense quite well. So San Francisco takes Teteora McMillan. Oh, they only did the top 10. Good wideouts should benefit Brock Purdy there in San Fran, especially with questions about Deebo Samuel. And Ricky Pearsall not really panning out this year. I know he got shot, so, I'm going to give him a year grace period. The Cowboys, seeing their prospect goes Luther Burden III. I don't hate that. I really want a running back, but they'll probably get that in the second round in real life. If they took Luther Burden the third, I would not be upset. The Dolphins take defensive tackle Mason Graham. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that too. I mean, that's a great pick for them. I think he'd really benefit that defensive line that has been so injury prone. And from Notre Dame, the Colts take corner Benjamin Morris. It's an interesting pick. I don't really know much about what the Colts need, so if they draft him, I'm sure they probably do. Deion Walker from Kentucky. Dione? I think it's Deion, though. Deion Walker from Kentucky. The DT goes to Arizona's up next. Goes to Atlanta. Wader Nolan, is that what I'm reading right? Is it Walter? It's Walter. I don't know why I said Wader. Ignore me. Walter Nolan from Ole Miss goes to the Cardinals. That's an interesting pick. And now there's some questions for Cleveland. They passed on their edge rusher. They took Cam Ward, who's probably going to have some trouble staying on his feet because the offensive line is not great. So Cleveland's going to look at some edge rushers, right? Princely Uman-Milan is an interesting prospect. Good finesse moves. Not a lot of block shed, though. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. I think we could probably get something better later, like Tuati Tuamola. I think that's his name. I'll go in and edit that later. Ashton Gillot is another interesting prospect there at left end. Right, I know Myles Garrett was a right end. So you've got Landon Jackson from Arkansas, who is a solid prospect. There's also LT Overton. And Jack Sawyer from Ohio State, who I personally like a lot. His tackle's not as great as Landon Jackson, so could be some questions. Another thing Cleveland was considering was adding to the wide receiver room. Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State is still there, which is interesting. We've also got Alek Eomanar from Stanford for later, the first round, and Trey Harris from Ole Miss. Got Deion Burks, Kyron Lacey all the way down here, who will not be drafted by us again. I promise. So it's an interesting... There's options much later in this draft, and that's very intriguing. On the offensive line, I already talked about the left tackle options, who I think we might take next round. But let's look at the right guard's actually not the worst part. So looking at the center, you've got Parker Brailsford, who is hard to pass up. But then you look at guys who are day 3 picks, and they're looking similar, if not better, which is sad. When you look at right tackle, your options, Emory Jones Jr. is still there. Though we don't know much about him. We know Nolan Rucci. We know that this is not apparently a great draft class for offensive linemen. And then there's the wild card, this middle linebacker we could take. Danny Stutzman impressed at the combine, apparently. But then here, Caleb Bacon, I love that last name, from Iowa State, is here. And he looks to be physically just a monster. Right? Kobe King from Penn State as well. I'm worried that I don't know Caleb Bacon's tackling, though. So there are options here. You could also just wildly... Nick Chubb didn't want to re-sign. They could take running back. Marion Hampton, Travion Henderson's all here. Quinshon Judkins, it's wild. But I think Cleveland has made up their mind. And I think Cleveland is going to be going with Landon Jackson from Arkansas. He's coming in with high expectations, hopefully to replace Myles Garrett. And we're going to see him do that little walk. The Cleveland fans love it. And I'm not mad at this pick. He was ranked 38. We took him 17. Former high school power forward? I don't think that's true. Maybe it was. Excellent technique to shed blockers. Must become stronger in the NFL. Yeah, that strength's not the greatest, but I am happy with this pick out of Arkansas. I am. I like it a lot. And I'm sure he's not going to fill the gap Myles Garrett's leaving, right? But he's going to give his damnedest. So next pick, it glitched out. I can't see. So you don't get to see. We can see in the top right, though. So Ariante Ersary is who I was thinking of. But we're just going to go to next user pick because it fucking glitched out. You can always trust Madden to glitch out. We'll see who Tennessee takes. Take Alek Eomanar. Sure. So we're looking at names that are still available. Malachi Starks is here, but we just signed somebody. Right? But I like Malachi Starks a lot. The prospect from Georgia. But guess the game doesn't. Who gives? So let's look at left tackles, who I thought we might take. Fernando Caramora. He's still here. And that's who I was talking about taking. Right? the center still here? Parker Brailsford is still here. It's another option. We need center more than we do left tackle. Right tackle, it's also need Nolan Rucci. I didn't like all that much. Danny Sunsmith. Caleb Bacon is still here, who I thought we might take. Who I liked. Kobe King also is a decent option with his awareness, and that's something we might do, you know? I'll take a look at the wideouts available too, just to see. Emeka Ibuka is still there. Omarion Hampton, all these running backs are still here. And I think they might still be here next round. So, with that being said, I don't think there's any doubt. I don't think we should like judge it. I think we're going to take Parker Brailsford. Ranked 71, drafted him at 34. Not the greatest, but he maintains balance and he wins often in pass protection. Normal dev. Maybe we missed out. Maybe we messed up there, but I don't think so. Now we're in the second round. I don't really care as much. Oh, yeah, sorry. We got the Bengals. So, second round, we've got another one. Maybe our guy will still be there, you know? Maybe Fernando's still there. He's not. We got Wyatt Millam. Not as great as a pass blocker as I would have liked from that pick, but we might take him on the line, or I keep going back to these running backs. One went off the board. No stiff arm from him. Just a spin and a juke. Interesting. So we're between, I'm kind of between two Ohio State running backs here. Honestly, I know it's probably not what you need, and maybe you're screaming at me to pick someone else, but especially because I'm actually looking down here. Le'Veon Moss is interesting. A3. You know what? Maybe I pick someone else. Cam Ward could use some more help here. I know we just grabbed Tutu Atwell, but maybe he plays slot. Because I'm kind of liking Trey Harris here, you know. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Cleveland's gonna take Trey Harris in the second round. Crowd's clapping. 97 50. Maybe we shouldn't trust me to draft anything. Quiet, soft hands that catch everything, unbothered by defenders. Is there hidden dev? No, normal development. That's not exactly what you want to see. Kobe King goes off the board, who I was also debating. We have two third-rounders as well. Ibuka's there. Tyler Warren is another prospect I liked, but I can't justify it when we've got David Njoku, right? I haven't even looked at these. Tyler Warren's won the best tight end award. All right, I haven't even looked at it. If I take somebody, it's going to be late. Right? Looking at maybe some offensive line. Look at who's here. I mean, Jalen Rivers. I don't know. I don't think so. I think maybe we finally go middle linebacker. It's just something we've needed, at least a backup. Barton, Jamin Dumas Johnson is interesting to me, and I like his physicals. The awareness and play rec could be better. And then there's also Jason Henderson from Old Dominion. Ooh. I did like him. I know Jack Sawyer's definitely not still available. Right? Yeah. I don't know why I even thought that. We also need an outside linebacker. I totally forgot that ours just walked in free agency. We know, like, nothing about anybody here. Like, we know jack shit. Colin Oliver's interesting. Trey Moore. I want to know why Colin Oliver fell. Ooh, Josiah Stewart. Looking at this power tackling, I think we got to go Josiah Stewart. Move him to the left side. I like it. Maybe he can rush the passer too. Crowd doesn't hate the pick. Rank. It's a C+ pick. Oh. Maybe Cleveland's cursed. The 30th pick in the third round. Hoping our guy's still here. Not our guy. Jason Henderson gets taken. I was kind of hoping. Any other middle linebackers go off the board? No. Quinshon Judkins does, though. We kind of missed out on the running back sweepstakes, which is fine. Because I was looking at, what was it? Le'Veon Moss down here intrigues me. He's a power back. He's an elusive back with, like, everything. Other than spin and stiff arm. You got Devin Neal. I mean, I also like Trevor Etienne in real life, but this guy doesn't. I think we're going to take Le'Veon Moss. I like Le'Veon Moss. I think we're going to have him here. Another player from not another player from Texas A&M, just... Nick Skouerton was from Texas A&M, and I was thinking about drafting him. Oh, we're happy about it, apparently. I forgot that this is an animation in the game. His friends and family are excited. He was ranked 16 in true value. No fucking way. We drafted him at 94. Look at this man. Oh, man, I think we got the steal of the draft. I think we just got the steal of the draft, if I'm being honest. Sometimes you just feel good about a prospect. That's why you pass on earlier running backs. All right? That's why you pass. Oh, man. Now, I don't think we need corner. I'm just drafting from need, which is not always great. Keep going back. Maybe I draft best available. You know, all positions. So you got Mika Ibuka here. I'm not actually going to look at the stats. Jaden Higgins, Kobe Bryant's here. You know Jackson Dart's at day 3. We know Carson Beck is at day 3. Best available. I mean, we can look at wideout. Why has Mika Ibuka fallen so far? We already drafted wideout, but why is he fallen so far? Right, and then down here, day 3, who is this? Ricky White? I'm looking at these stats. Why is Ricky White so far back? I'm excited to see this. I know we already drafted Trey Morris, but... And this might be stupid to pick 2 wideouts, but we have so many picks. Oh, different. Zoomed in. 53 and drafted at 98. Didn't drop a pass at the combine. Constantly bailed out with QBs. And he has normal dev, but I'm not mad at that pick. I was hoping for a different development trait, but... Now, I don't know how much value we're going to get down here, right? I really don't. Kobe Bryant took that long. Jaden Higgins. Samaya Vaughn. I don't really know who that is. Deion Burks, Felton. What about Quincy Riley? Lathan Ransom. Why is Kyle McCord a wide receiver? I'm sorry, why is Kyle McCord a wide receiver? I'm confused. Anyways, I'm off track. So middle linebacker. Let's here. Jay Higgins. Oluwafemi Oladejo. And everyone else is projected undrafted free agent. I'm not enthused by anybody here. Either of these guys. Lock setting, I mean, the tackling, play rack. Chancey has better awareness. I guess. Cleveland is going to take Jay Higgins from Iowa. Decent zone coverage. It's fine, I guess. I'm not really expecting too much from most of these guys that have fallen this far in the draft. Maybe we'll get some playmakers. I don't know. A lot of wideouts have fallen. That happens a lot in real life. So let's see. I mean, we just drafted 2 wideouts. Why am I even looking? Bad. Bad. Donovan McMillan. Dante Trader Jr. and Andrew Makuba. Guy I'm actually not, like, I kind of like. But I'm going to look at some positions and just see who's available. Right? Like, who doesn't look bad. They're all PT, potential undrafted free agents. So they're all probably going to look terrible. right? So many. Just so many of these. Defensive tackle? I kind of just want to draft him because of his name. I'm going to be honest. The block shedding leaves something to be desired, right? But how can I pass up on a guy named Thor? That very easily should have happened. But do we have a 7th round pick? I don't even know. We do. Gosh. Donovan McMillan? No. Nothing. Probably nothing about him. I know I looked. He's fine. Andrew Makuba. I like Andrew Makuba in real life, so I think I'm going to take him here as like a out there pick. Because I think we're fine with Grant Delpit. Maybe he can come in and be like our sub-middle linebacker. You know? Or not. I can find something for him, I'm sure. Now, I know exactly what I'm picking with here. I don't know who I'm picking, but I know exactly what. I get sad when I see a team doesn't have a fullback. So you got Utah, Cal, Bama, Toledo. Sure. We're just going to see. Who doesn't look awful? Are we out? Andy Alfieri? Impact blocking? I mean, bulk area motion. Rick tackle? It's not. It's the only one who's not an A. Dalton Andrews. Let's do it. Let's take Robbie Oots from Alabama. Outs. Outs. I think it's outs. I don't know. Fuck it. Elite speed. He has elite speed for some reason. He's a fullback. I need a fullback on my roster, guys. I'm sorry. So, gonna get a little draft recap. What? Travis Hunter. Why Stanford did not have the first pick. Anyways. Draft recap, a few contract details. Let's look at these overalls. So, Cam Ward comes in at a 73. It's just barely better than Deshaun, but he might develop. Landon Jackson comes in at a 73, and I like that. Parker Brailsford, 71. Okay. Trey Harris, a 70. It's fine. Josiah Stewart, 67. Not exactly what I was hoping for. But Le'Veon Moss comes in at 75. I like it. And then Ricky White comes in at a 72. Okay. Then Jay Higgins, 60. Like, it's fine. I'm curious as to what everybody... Oh. I'm curious as to who the top draft picks, the overall were. So, goes Jeanty, Hampton, Devin Neal, Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, Jaden Ott. So it's all running backs. Every single one's a running back. A fucking running back. Okay. Mason Graham, 77. Will Johnson, 76. And yeah, a lot of this makes sense. Malachi Starks fell far, and I probably should have taken him. Being honest. But we can't be upset with our draft. Oh, wait. I did want to see. I forgot to look. I wanted to see... It was the Giants. I wanted to see Michael Williams, see if I regret passing on him. 75 to our guy. I got later at 73. No. I don't regret passing on him. Landon Jackson's going to be him. I hope. We're going to go into the preseason. We're not going to play any of the preseason. I'm just going to do training camp. And then I'm going to fix the depth chart. So, John Watson's still fucking hurt, apparently. So, Cam Ward is going to be the day one starter. At running back, Le'Veon Moss is going to take his backup role for now. But I think I think I might have him start over Jerome Ford, honestly. Fullback, there's a reason I drafted a fullback. Jerry Jeudy, Tillman, no. We also don't have a lot of wideouts. So, firstly, I feel like I've seen him before. Dude, well, Ricky White. Honestly, he's faster. I might have him go over Cedric Tillman. And then Trey Harris, who's similar to Cedric Tillman, to be honest. Tight end, I didn't draft any tight ends. So, we're going to rock with Cameron Latu as our backup, which is fine. Jedrick Wills here on left tackle. I didn't draft a left tackle. Did I sign one, though, didn't I? Am I crazy? Oh, I re-signed him. Right. Left guard, Joel Bitonio. I guess there were too many injuries for me to actually understand. Pochik. I'm just going to let Brailsford start, honestly. The Rook. We're going to give him the shot. Wyatt Teller. Wright Teller's fine. Jack Conklin. Who did I sign? I didn't sign an offensive lineman, right? I'm crazy. Davenport. Landon Jackson. Not going to play left end. Davenport's the one we signed, right? It was Marcus Davenport we signed. Redden's not going to be Illerson Smith. It is going to be rookie Landon Jackson. 6'7"? Jesus Christ. Landon Jackson's bald in this. I don't know if he is IRL. But we're excited about Landon Jackson. Davin Thompson, DT's. DT room's fine. Thor actually makes, like, the backup roster, which is funny. Wasn't expecting that. And then Muhammad Diabate is there. And Josiah Stewart can go be the backup. Maybe, you know, with a little bit of work, he could take over for Diabate. Middle linebacker, we have... Oh, God. Josiah Stewart might have to play middle linebacker. I'll see about any free agents that won't throw us over the salary cap. Obviously, Owusu Kamara is fine. Cornerback room, I'm not mad at. Like, I'm happy with. Elijah Molden comes in and does become the starter. I'm happy with that. And Makuba, Ronnie Hickman. I mean, Makuba's better than the third stringer. So. Okay. Oh, let me just make sure I have a kicker on the roster. Just quickly. Okay, I wanted to make sure that they didn't, you know, like, I didn't forget to resign them. So let's look at some free agents. I just need some bodies, to be perfectly frank. Who would be a good backup? That wouldn't cost me an arm and a leg. Jake from State Farm. John Clifford. Fuck it. Max Duggan's Scrambler, though, who will probably bail us out way more than Tommy Cutlets, to be honest. I think I'm going to sign Max Duggan to be our backup quarterback. Or, like, on the roster. Because I like having 3 quarterbacks. That's just me. Nope, not practice squad eligible. Okay. And then middle linebacker, because, frankly, I need a body. Actually, a lot of these guys I don't hate. I like Troy. I do like Troy Dye. I think I'm gonna go with Troy Dye, and that'll be nice. Actually, I'm not mad. That is not the same guy that was in the picture I just saw. I think that's all the holes. Like, we can look at outside linebacker. Smith and Agba are actually kind of hard to pass up. But they're only a little bit of an upgrade, so I don't think we're going to do that. Then maybe signing a backup running back wouldn't be bad. Because I think I'm going to trade Mike Ford. Ty Johnson? I like Ty Johnson. Let me just find a fucking speedster, honestly. That worked for the Niners. Ty Chandler? Sure. So then, I'll just put... Go to the train. No, that's free agents. I didn't want free agents. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Trade Center. Let's not go to free agents again. That would have been really funny, but... Jerome, get someone offer me. Benjamin St. Just in a 6. Sure. Thanks, Washington. I like young corners. Hold, pause. No Diddy. Pause. All right. Let's do training camp, and then we'll get out of here. You know, target passing. I like pocket presence a lot better. Please stop blowing up my cell phone. Anyways. Cam Ward is fast, dude. Too much. Too little. Look at me dodging around, by the way. Ooh, let's not go out of the ring. Bullseye! Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, shit. I like that he did all the gear, too. So I hit a couple bullseyes. I don't think we're getting more than a silver. Nope. We're just going to continue. This video's gone on long enough. Rushing attack? Yeah. He's only normal, which sucks. However, I think he's going to have a big year. So, I think he might be getting a couple dev upgrades. Or that's the hope, is he gets a couple dev upgrades. This will be an exciting year in Cleveland. I hope. Ooh, stuffed him. He's gone. This is an easy drill. It was easy in college football. It's easy in this one. Up. Ooh, he's got a hurdle. And look at our fullback putting in work. Yeah. Back shoot. Little ghost step. In and out. Yeah. Ah, there's just not much going on here for me to say, honestly. Effion Moss. Crazy. I gotta try the hurdle. That's gonna be fun. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming of running into the end zone. And we're just going to do stuff for fun after. Yep. One more in the end zone, and then we're going to just hurdle everything. Honestly. Hurdle the pie one. Oh, I can't end on a 13 multiplier. I lied. I apologize. Now we're going to hurdle. Okay, don't make me look like an idiot, Gabe. Come on. Okay, that was a little silly. Sometimes you'll randomly like, get like a dev upgrade through these, and I don't know how to actually do that. I wish I did. Wide receiver battle, we're going to go with Ricky, I think. Yeah. And then we'll do the red zone one with Trey. And Ricky's wearing 11. Cool. I mean, I liked what I saw in the draft. I don't think I have to defend my draft to you guys, actually. I think I should just be happy with it. Maybe I'm not trying to defend it to you. Maybe I'm trying to defend it to myself. But guys just not... Whoa, that's not English. Guys just need time to develop. Sometimes, you know? No one said that the draft was going to make anybody a Super Bowl contender. And once we're able to get rid of Deshaun Watson's contract, then we'll have some money to work with in the offseason. And I wish Myles Garrett the best of luck. Truly, I do. Oh, holy shit. That earned him some playing time. God damn. Zone battle. Trey Harris, come on. Come on, kid, show me something. Wouldn't this be a story? Second round pick gets outworked by, what, he was a 4th or 5th round pick? I mean, it happens. Here we go. This one's easy. I'm showing you how to cheese these, by the way, because that's how you win them. I say as I might not actually win this one. Nah, never mind. We're chilling. Yeah, and that's how you cheese them. This is how a lot of people like to do them, right? Like how it's supposed to be done, quote unquote. But that doesn't always guarantee anything. Right? That's what usually happens. That was just to show you. Yo, if anyone actually knows how you like get dev trade upgrades through these, let me know. I would love to know how that works. So we're gonna go Pocket Protector. I'm terrible at this one, but hopefully it'll help Parker Brailsford kind of go, you know, overtake Pochek. Because right now it's only his youth that's keeping him in the starting spot. Oh, we don't have to move. But ooh, stamina right here. Rah. We'll get this, then we'll run this way. No, don't touch my quarterback. Oh no. No, wait. I didn't realize I didn't actually just end the drill. When does this fucking thing end? What? No. Oh, it's 1-3. Okay, I'll take a silver medal. I'm awful at that one. I'm actually awful at that one. And it's still a skill point. It's just the difference between 500 LP experience. Jeez. I don't know what I was thinking about. So, you've got Landon Jackson, and I don't think there's anybody else I would rather have do this drill. I know it would be cool to see one of the like lesser drafted guys, like play the drill and upgrade, but we're trying to replace Myles Garrett here, you know? Look at the swim move. Nice little rip. And he explodes through that that target. Give a spin. Ooh. That's a nice little spin. Whoa, don't knock me out of bounds. And again, exploding through that target. One more just like that. Yep, he's gotten close to shoving me out of bounds a couple times. And I mean, Cam Ward's a hard guy to sack. I mean, he was fighting that. And then chase and tackle, we did get a middle linebacker. I don't think he's gonna play much. I mean, there's Troy Dye, Jay Higgins. I don't think he's gonna play much at all, especially now that I signed Troy Dye. But we'll see. I mean, it's a nice tackle. Maybe he's a great camp. Game? Game? Excuse me? Was that not a tackle? Oh. Oh, get ready for this to happen when I play the middle linebacker on the road to glory. Yeah. The fuck happened? Sorry, I was so distracted by him falling on the ground after getting hit and then getting up, and the game's like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, he's getting there quick enough. Oh, I got fooled. There we go. I mean, sure, tackling. Something. I don't know, he might develop. You're looking at some guys who may be the stars of the future. I hate when they just cut back like that. Like, it clearly shows the hole he's going to run through, and then he just says, nah. I know that happens in the NFL. Like, in-game situations. But, like, you know, it's annoying. Right, also, that's not a hole, by the way, that he just ran through. Like, realistically, there'd be a defensive tackle there. One more tackle, and we should get silver. Damn. So, not the greatest showing, but that's partially my fault. We did draft a safety. I don't feel like playing the defensive back battle and looking like an idiot. So, and I don't like the punting and kicking ones. I'm bad at them. So we'll go to weekly strategy. I don't actually care about the weekly strategy. Le'Veon Moss, Cam Ward, Landon Jackson. Yeah, those are the guys we're developing right now. We'll develop the others a little more, you know, once we get those extra spots, after school stuff. We have no coach points right now, so we're gonna upgrade everybody. Le'Veon Moss here, upgrading that elusive back. I don't really need him to be a receiving back. I need the elusive back to happen. Oh, I had Benjamin St. Juice that I got that I could do the drill with. It's fine. Landon Jackson, we're gonna upgrade his speed rusher. Or his power rusher, I guess. I didn't realize I was drafting a run stopper. Power moves is fun. I didn't know that. Cam Ward is going to get an upgrade we're very happy about. Whole scrambler thing. Only 150. That's also like the difference between 150 downs and it's the whole thing. Ricky White goes up. We're very excited about this. Yeah, he's just balanced at everything, apparently. I love that. Playmaker, we'll upgrade that next. Parker Brailsford. Pass protector. I'm very worried about our pass protection. But the Rook is gonna, he's gonna start, and we'll see what happens with him. Offensive linemen don't upgrade their devs very often. So we're kind of stuck at normal with him. And we'll upgrade playmaker for Trey Harris. He'll kind of be like a side guy. Down guy. Might throw him in the slot eventually. Depends what happens with Tutu. Shelby Harris. Oh, wait. Let me upgrade Jay Higgins. We'll upgrade his field general. And then I guess we'll upgrade Shelby Harris. I don't really care that much. Run stopper's fine. So, with that being said, thank you so much for spending an hour with me. I mean, that's crazy. I do watch our videos all of the time, right? But, like, thank you for spending your hour with me, hour out of your day. You only get so much, and you chose to spend it with me, and I appreciate that. And since you made it this far in the video, why don't you leave a like and subscribe? Helps the channel grow, and clearly you kind of like the content if you spent an hour of your time with me. So, that being said, I got nothing more to say. So,